Welcome to Cowboys Flashback. I'm Britt Johnson. Week 8 was a spooky game for Cowboys Nation, and not just because the game was played on Halloween night. Leading up to the game, Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott was listed as a game-time decision, which definitely frightened Cowboys fans. But no Cowboys curse this week. The boys beat the Vikings 20-16, and well, let's just call this a Hallo-WIN.
Isaiah, I'll start with you. We're still trying to wrap our heads around just how this happened, but a 51 seconds left touchdown pitch and catch from Cooper Rush to Amari Cooper wins it for the Cowboys.
I am astonished. I'm shocked. I'm flabbergasted. Whatever other words you want to throw in there. This was a heck of a ball game. This is a game that you can't even imagine would take place like this on the back of Cooper Rush. He played a heck of a game. Yes, he had his throws that he wish he had back and his happy feet. But guess what? Those are things we could correct because we got the W. The playmakers that you pay to make plays stepped up. We got Amari Cooper coming in with one hamstring, finds a way to rub it out, get back in the game, make the big play for the touchdown. You had Zeke that gave them an opportunity, breaking tackles. This was a great team win. Offense, defense, special teams. We got a dub.
You forgot about Cedric Wilson. You definitely forgot about Cedric Wilson, that big play, man. You can tell these guys run second team real well. And they did it today. I mean, we all sat here before the game. Hey, Kyle, what you think? What you think, Isaiah? And we all was like, it's going to be a close one. It's going to be a tight one. But I always believe one thing, that this team has been built for these type games like right here. We have enough talent around this young Cooper Rush to make him successful. All he had to do was just calm himself down. As the game went on, he did. And they pulled it out. Big win, Dallas Cowboys as a team.
This was a depth win. No doubt. I mean, first it starts with the backup quarterback, Dak Prescott. You go all the way up until game time. He is ruled inactive, ineligible. He's not ready to play come game time. So Cooper Rush thrust it into action. Now, he had the first team reps throughout the week, but it was really everybody made a play to get the win. Ty Nsekhe has to fill in for Tyron Smith. Smith misses the majority of the football game, pretty much all three of the four quarters. He's not available. Ty Nsekhe comes in, plays well. Terrence Steele plays well. Amari Cooper makes play after play. Ezekiel Elliott, not his best game, but it was really a lot of different guys that made different plays at the right time to get the win.
Absolutely. I mean, that's what this team has been built on. As you start talking, as Nate refers to this being a team game, these guys have been doing this all year long. And you always hear the analogy, next man up. That has been very true with this team, whether it be in the offensive line, whether it be at the quarterback position, whether it be at the running back, whether it be in the secondary. There's always been the next guy that have stepped up and been the premier guy for this team.
This guy kind of has you on pins and needles, man. But Gregory, 1 minute he mad, he upset, he get a couple of penalties, then he makes the sack. He makes the play. This Gregory kid is going places. Just get that temper under control, man, because you are a playmaker. You are a dog.
Let me tell you, the Cowboys played it smart by playing Cooper Rush and letting Dak Prescott rest as they gear up for 4 games that they're going to be playing in an 18-day stretch.
Well, first of all, let me ask you about when did you know you weren't gonna play? Was it right up until game time, or did you?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, just obviously had a plan all week trying to progress, trying to get myself healthy, and I think we just made the call at the end for the most part of having a chance to obviously come out with a win without me playing and be able to get healthy and not have something re-injure or linger past this week.
How do you get in your mindset of like, maybe I'm going to play, I'm going to try to work out, and then all of a sudden, okay, it's not happening. Now I got to be the biggest supporter for.
That's what this team is about. Just trying to support everybody and every part of this team from whatever avenue that is. So for me, it was about focusing on being the starter, doing what I normally do, going through that same routine all week long. And then if I didn't get the call, then obviously I was going to be able to flip it easy and just knowing everything that I prepared to, being able to give it to Coop and help him out.
What do you think changed with Cooper Rush in the game to maybe calm him down? Was there a moment that you were like, hey, you know what, he's got this, he's okay?
I mean, I thought it was okay before the game. I don't think there was ever a moment necessarily I felt like he was too high or nervous or rattled. This Coop, he's very mild-tempered and just always that way, never too high, never too low. And it showed tonight, just allowed him to just be able to stay in there, stick through some bad plays, and come out and make some great plays to win the game that we needed down there in the fourth quarter.
And his throw, the first touchdown that they threw to Cooper, Cedric Wilson, I mean, just I mean, that ball, and of course Cedric also was a nice throw as well. But that kind of, you think that got the offense kind of rolling again and said, all right, now we're on the board now we're going.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, whether I'm in there or anybody in there, that's how that first touchdown does, and that's what it does. And so when Coop, obviously, big third down, just being able to catch the defense in the position and what we wanted them to be in the play, and Coop just dialed it up, perfect ball to Ced, and Ced went and did the rest. It was great. It was great momentum for us, and just allowed us just to get started and kicked it off for us.
I know it's still early, but you said the reason why you didn't want to play this game and push it is because you don't want to, miss next week's game, or do you feel like that's still on the table for next week? Is that the goal?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, as I told you, I was getting prepared to play this game. I'm a guy that takes it day by day, moment at moment. So right now I'm going to go celebrate this win with the guys, and we're about rehabbing and getting everything back in order tomorrow.
Awesome. Thanks,
yeah, appreciate you.
Appreciate it, Dak.
Wild game, but I have an even wilder player to give my game ball to when we return.
Dallas Cowboys Flashback, presented by Reliant, is brought to you by AT&T. Choose VA. Veterans get the benefits you've earned. Visit choose.va.gov. And by Reliant, an NRG company. This segment is brought to you by AT&T.
All right, this week's game ball goes to a player that turned out to not be the Cowboys' worst nightmare come true. Once it was announced that Dak Prescott would not be suiting up, backup quarterback Cooper Rush stepped in and did not disappoint, you guys. Although he had a pick early in the game, prior to that, he went 5 for 6 on pass completions and secured his first NFL touchdown in the third quarter.
You dream probably of moments like this. How does it match up to what you dreamt about?
Yeah, you definitely dream about them, and it's just as good as the dream. It's pretty awesome to be able to share that with everyone and be able to win it like that. You always want to win it. It's really fun when you win it like that.
What was your reaction when you were told after the pregame?
I mean, I had a sense it was probably coming. I mean, all week I took, everything in practice. So you had more sense of this is real than usual. So I had a pretty good feeling just based on kind of where he was all week. And, all week you prepare like you're playing, so it wasn't a huge deal.
Your family, many of them that were here today, they haven't seen you play a meaningful football game since college.
Yeah.
What was it like to know that they were here for that?
Yeah, so I mean, obviously I knew there was a chance, so my brothers flew in, parents got here, wife flew up with the baby. Got someone to watch the baby, and it's pretty special. Can't wait to go see him out there. And support system's been unbelievable my whole life. It's the reason I'm here.
When you ripped that ball over the middle to Cedric, that seemed to be obviously the moment that you kind of finally got things rolling. What was that moment when you see that ball drop into his arms?
Yeah, I mean, it was a great play call, number one, and then we just caught him in a really good look. Solid safety, just the red sea part there, and you're thinking, get in there, Ced, and he got in there and just run through the ball. Didn't know if I put it out there too much or not, but he had pretty good rapport with him. He was right on stride, and he made it all the way, which was important, obviously.
On that note of rapport, of course, it'd be special to make that play to any player, but for you guys to, not be scared so long and working together for all those years, what did it mean to have that?
Yeah, I've played with Ced a lot in the preseason games. A couple years he was on the scout team before everyone realized how good he was and got up to the big show. But he's an unbelievable player. We're lucky to have him. Does everything for us.
Talk about your emotions on the last drive and certainly that last play.
Yeah, we just got started. Kind of got lucky. Coop made a tip catch on a bad ball. Got lucky to get it going, but we took advantage of it once we were down there. Kind of started getting backed up. Maybe missed a thing here or there, and Zeke play on third down. We had the field goal secured. Kind of felt some rush, get this check down, and he made an unbelievable play. And then Kel called the play we wanted him to call in that situation. We knew we had a good matchup, and Coop did the rest.
So you knew we wanted Cooper all along because Mike McCarthy said it was one pass option, and the run was probably open, but he was wanting to.
I saw single high, one-on-one with Coop. We're throwing it. Yep, in that situation.
What were the nerves like, and when did you kind of feel like you settled?
It wasn't crazy. I felt like I belonged out there. You're in the huddle, you're breaking the huddle, getting to the line, and going through your processes. It didn't feel overwhelming at all. And I think, I haven't played a lot, but being around the NFL, you're practicing against those guys every day, and our defense is pretty good.
Yes, y'all. Cooper Rush gets my game ball. I never thought I would say that. While he didn't have the greatest game in the world, we have to point out he hasn't played a regular season NFL snap since 2017. He ended Week 8's matchup with 325 yards and 2 touchdowns against a really good Vikings pass defense. Speaking of defense, let's check out our Cowboys defense when we return.
This segment was brought to you by AT&T. This segment is brought to you by Ashley Home Store, the official furniture store of the Dallas Cowboys.
Vikings quarterback Kirk Cousins is now 2-8 versus the Dallas Cowboys. This win due largely to the effort on defense from the Cowboys. While Trayvon Diggs' interception streak did end, the sack streak continues.
How'd that win feel?
It felt great, man. It's the kind of win you need. It's been 2 straight games where we had to kind of tough it out. Kind of gives you that playoff, atmosphere. But that's the kind of wins you need. Kind of tough it out throughout the end and play through some adversity. Seems like we've been doing that a lot lately, and came out with a dub.
Well, there's a lot of one streak, I guess, came to an end tonight with the Diggs, but you got your own little streak going there with sacks. I mean, what is it like to just kind of be in that rhythm right now?
It feels good. I think one of the things I talked about earlier this year is just kind of getting the ball rolling, and once it rolls, just keep it going and stay on that streak. Individually and collectively as a team, I think we're doing that. Still, there's some things I had to clean up. I feel like I left some opportunities out there on the field, but as a group, I think we played well on the D-line and obviously came out with the win.
At the end of the game, 50 seconds to go. It's still, in this league, it's a lot of time. What's the mindset for the defense there? They don't have timeouts. Is it keep them in bounds? Is it just get as much pressure?
Just play. I think we take pride in that. We really wanted that kind of pressure on ourselves. And, even Dalton talked about that pregame, about pressure and the effects of pressure and how they can be beneficial for us. And we just accepted the challenge, went out there and closed the game out. That's one of the things we always talk about.
Felt like Basham was as active as I've seen him. Could you see that as well? It seemed like y'all were meeting at the quarterback a few times.
Yeah, that's the goal. Me and him kind of joke about it on the sideline, kind of turn it into a competition about who's going to get to the quarterback first, and I think it kind of heightens our play. He's another guy that's kind of trending in the right direction. We need that on the D line. So I'm excited for his kind of play.
I know you're focused on getting a rest when you're on the sideline, but did you see anything from Cooper Rush and just how he had kind of developed as the game went on, got more comfortable? And
I would agree he got more comfortable. Anytime you go out there and I think he probably knew what he had coming up early on pregame. Obviously the whole situation with Dak, but I love the way he stepped up. For me, it's just focus on our guys, D-line and defense. There was no point throughout that game where I felt like we didn't have it. It's kind of like it was with the Patriots, and just got to play through it.
I'm gonna ask about those 2 penalties there on that drive. But what was happening there? Did you kind of fuel the fire there on that stop?
I mean, look, I play better when I'm pissed off. I've said that before. Obviously, you want to do a better job as far as controlling your tempers. I thought it was kind of a tic-tac foul on both of them. But that was the situation all game. I think it's similar to last week or the week before against the Patriots. Got to play through the refs and deal with that. But I think it shows how good we are as a team. We can overcome the refs and overcome some of the stuff we've dealt with this week and came out with the win. So that's all that matters.
Awesome. Thanks, Randy.
Appreciate
it.
Thank you.
All right.
Although this game was a lot of back and forth, the Cowboys defense dominated third downs. The Cowboys defense actually held the Vikings to 1 for 13 on third downs, the lowest third down conversion rate allowed since 2013.
Devontae, just tell us about a game like that, and just the back and forth, and you guys, just the defense just kept rallying and making plays.
Man, we was on the sideline, talk about it too, so it was like, shit, we hope we get back on defense. So at the end of the day, we was going to come out and play. We needed to play. We showed it up,
Yeah, you see it all around the league. They always say, boy, you left too much time, 50 seconds. Even though it was good to get the lead, that's still a lot of time. What were y'all saying right there? Like, hey, let's keep everything in front and get them in back, keep them in bounds.
Yeah, because it was just like, all them penalties and stuff. So
a lot of the penalties could hurt a team at the end of the game, but, you know, we stand neutral and, you know, still got the win and everything. So at the end of the game, it was just like we wanted it. We wanted to be at the end on defense. So.
Can you see from your view on the sideline the evolving of a quarterback? I mean, he was a little bit maybe shell-shocked early on, but it just seemed like he kept going.
Yeah, I don't pay attention to the offense. I worry about the defense. You know, I know he's gonna do his job at the end of the day, and I do my job. So that's all I worry about.
You guys rallied to the ball there, especially at the end. Was the emphasis keep these guys in bounds? They have no timeouts.
No, the emphasis was to win a goddamn game. So that's what we did.
How's it feel right now just to be sitting like this, 6-2, and get just these hard-fought victories?
It feels great, and we're 6-1. We ain't 6-2, so
6-1. My bad.
Yeah, it feels great, man. You got to keep going. You know, on to the next game now.
Yeah.
So.
Let me ask you just about the last couple of weeks. I know you had an incident off the field. What can you say about that, and was it something you had to address to your teammates as well?
You know, the only people I apologize is to my family and my teammates and my coaches and the owner that gave me a job. So at the end of the day, I was just, you know, I'm happy. You know, the Lord, you know, helped me get out, and I didn't hit nobody, didn't hurt myself. So just thankful I'm here now.
Do you expect anything from the league, or are you waiting?
Whatever it is, my punishment, I got to deal with it. You know, I got to own up to it. So.
All right, appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
This week's game-altering play came a little bit late in the game, but in fact, it did come. Stay tuned. Nick Eatman joins me next.
This segment was brought to you by Ashley Home Store, the official furniture store of the Dallas Cowboys.
Britt Johnson here with Nick Eatman. Now, we have a lot to unwrap here, so I'm just going to let you kind of take it away. Before we get to the gap play, I know you want to set it up for us a little bit. So what was happening prior to getting to the gap play?
Well, obviously the Cowboys were driving here, trying to get the win or at least tie the game. So, you know, as Cooper Rush is moving them down the field here, it's 3rd and 11, 1:04 to go. The big key here was the fact that it was a 5-yard penalty to make it 3rd and 11. Rare penalty on the Vikings, a delay game. They called 2 timeouts in a row. Can't do it. So now, 3rd and 11, it looks like they're playing for a field goal here as we'll run it. As, you know, they're trying to maybe get something over the top and sneak something, but if they're going to go underneath, make it safe for Zerline. Just get up the field, Zeke. But you know what? When you need to feed the beast right now, he just runs through the wall, gets all the way. Now that changes everything. That right there I thought was huge. He just puts his foot down, cuts. This guy is playing out of his mind this year. This maybe not the best stat game for him, but a play like that.
One of the best runs I've seen by him.
Oh, no doubt about it. Now that changes it all. 55 seconds to go. Now you're thinking about clock. Do you want to score? Do you want to score too quickly? You know the problems they've had in the red zone, so we'll run it here. Hey, Cooper to Cooper. It was a Cooper type of night. Perfect throw. This guy is fighting through, you know, hamstring injuries the whole game. He goes up there, makes an outstanding catch. What a nice throw, but really just a better catch.
We need to see this again. Oh, stop right here.
Okay.
Who is this man that is in?
Well, this guy right here is number one.
Looks like a guy that I might know.
Yeah, he's trying to not get a hit and not get it. He's trying to get out of the way. So I found a nice little spot, and I was like, all right, something might happen here, and, you know, as long as I don't have the pom-poms on cheering. But I had a good view, and I can tell you his feet were down. Great catch, great throw, and just a great moment it was a Cooper moment all around.
I'm surprised you did not get excited. Well, we will be right back with some Twitter reactions from Cowboys Nation.
Dallas Cowboys Flashback, presented by Reliant, was brought to you by AT&T, Reliant, an NRG company, and by NFL Game Pass. You'll never miss a game again. Enjoy full and condensed game replays from Week 1 to the Super Bowl.
What a great win for Cowboys Nation this week, which has Twitter excited yet again. I love all these wins because we just have good tweets coming in for you guys. Let's check out what we had this week. We have some, again, from fans, from celebrities, from players. This first one is from our very own Derek Eagleton, who said, "This team built different." Facts, 100%. Now, let's move on to our next one we have here. Luca. Luca's just a huge Cowboys fan. I keep seeing great tweets from him every single week. This one says, "Big win. Let's go. Hashtag Cowboys." Let's check out our next one. This one was from the Pro Shop. It's rush hour. Like, great tweet here. That's a gut check Sunday Night Football. Hashtag Dallas Cowboys win. Another awesome tweet. Love that. David Hellman, who is also part of Cowboys Nation, Dak Prescott could have started this game if he needed to. The Cowboys wisely decided that he didn't and put the ball in Cooper Rush's hands, knowing that they could absorb a loss. Still won on the road in a crazy environment. That's special. And then, of course, Malik Hooker on the Dallas Cowboys said, Cowboys dub. We still rolling, and hopefully we continue to roll right into week 9 with another win. I'm Britt Johnson, and I'll see you guys next time.